All right. So last video, we talked about what research is. And in this video, it's going to be the first like walkthrough for you guys where I actually do it live. So I'm going to show you how you can go through, do research and collect some of that information. Obviously, won't hit every single item on like this list that you're about to see because it's pretty extensive, but I'm going to give you a general feel for what it's like to go online and find the ammunition you need to write effectively. So let's dive in. So you've got a document here. I put together a research template. It's taken those questions that are in the slides we went through in the last videos. It's all in one document here. So you guys are going to have read-only access to this. So let me show you how you make a copy for yourself, an editable copy, so you can actually like copy and paste stuff inside of it. So go to File, you go to Make a Copy, you hit Make a Copy. You go ahead and come up with a name. You hit Make a Copy, and it'll open up a new tab where you can actually edit the document. So you can actually paste stuff in there. You're going to be again, a read-only version that you have a link to inside of the program. But this is how you make a copy for your own research when you're sitting down to start on a project, right? So make a copy of this thing. And here you go. You've got a document here where you can, copy and paste stuff. Now we're going to be doing like an imaginary product, imaginary person, all that stuff. And we're going to go ahead and just skip target market, avatar, like obviously you go and find that on like someone's webpage or something like that. But let's just pretend for a second that we're working with our classic example. Amy, she's a soccer mom, and she is trying to lose weight. She's about 100 pounds overweight. She wants to lose weight. We can kind of imagine some of the stuff about her life. Let's say that she has, let's say she grew up, went to college, got married, had a couple kids. She does some part-time stuff. She wakes up every morning, takes kids to school, runs errands, takes them home, takes them to soccer practice, right? The soccer mom thing. She really values time with her family. She thinks, and we can kind of imagine some things. But anyways, outside forces, you might blame her mother for some of her problems in her life when it comes to fitness and stuff like that. She might blame the food industry and fast food for creating things that make it that are fattening, right? There's no good options for her. She might blame other people for like there might be some other issues we might run into, but we'll see if we can find some of those things. And we're going to find some of this information here as we go through. But let's start playing around with like current state, what's painful, the dream state, that sort of stuff. Let's start playing around with that. Now, one of my favorite places just to start, I mentioned YouTube and stuff like that. That's pretty self-explanatory. You would just go to YouTube, start searching around for stuff. Actually, let's do that. Let's go to YouTube and see what we can find. So I'm going to create a new tab here. We're going to go to YouTube and let's search for some content that soccer moms might be viewing when it comes to their own fitness. So now I'm capturing all this in HD, so this is going to be a little slow as we go through there. We're going to have to wait for pages to load. In the meantime, yeah, let's go here. Let's say like soccer mom fitness tips, just for the fun of it. Let's just see. Let's see what we get. All right, so here we go. Look, a playground workout for mom. Okay, this is probably a good place to get started, right? Let's take a look. Let's open this video. I'm not going to watch the video here with you guys, but you probably should watch the video, throw it on 2x, speed through, see some of the things that this other person, this lady is saying when she teaches these people some tips. But I just want to go take a look at the comments. That's where I want to play around in, right? So let's take a look. Let's see if anyone overshares anything. We've only got 4 in this video. I love this video. Great to work. Beautiful fit moms, whatever. Let's take a look at, let's see, there's some other results. Let's see. Here we go. Another one. Let's look at the CBS soccer mom workout. That should have a lot. I guess it only has 1,000 views. We'll see how many comments it has. All subscribers, 0 comments. See, and a lot of this, like, again, this is a free flowing video. You're going to see some things that you like, things that you not like. Here's the like mom sanity. Let's see if we can find some stuff in here. This is just a video targeted for sport mom sanity. Okay, yeah, cool lady talking about stuff. Let's take a look and see if there's any comments. Now, this might be a good place for, let's take a look and see if we can find some general information here. Mom was a whatever person. We would quickly learn that if we didn't pitch in, things didn't get done. Okay, so here's a frustration. Kid, probably like kids not helping, like, are there just a burden now that my brother's playing provincial level, a horse playing post-secondary, whatever, a bunch of replies. My 4-year-old in Taekwondo. Now I'm like, why did I do this for stuff? Okay, so this is cool, right? This right here is a way that this is internal dialogue. It's something that this lady is saying about her frustrations in her life, juggling all of these things, right? I'm going to just paste this entire thing into the document, right? So I'm going to paste this into current state. Now, you're going to, let's Control Shift V. Let's do this without the stuff. But this is literal, like, inside of her brain stuff. This is how moms complain about their lives, which, as cool as that is, let's just keep going and see what else. So glad to see this type of video. Love the tips and tricks more than scripted content. So thanks for helping us all be more successful mamas, right? That might be how she's describing the future stuff. This whole like scripted tips and tricks instead of scripted, that might be something we consider for things that they like. But let's go ahead and throw that in dream state. Let's see. There you go. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we can find. So, great tips. I'm a mother 3 and my kids go between houses. So this is a challenge, right? Especially if they're having to juggle multi-parent homes or like divorce and stuff like that. Really common. They learned they had to be responsible for their own gear and bags. Otherwise, things were forgotten in the other parent's house. Took a few times. The consequence not being prepared. They learned quickly. Thankfully, we have a good relationship. It's not despite not being together, just in case. Whatever. So they're just talking about stuff. This is again more about the actual balancing of the stuff and less about fitness, but we can learn some stuff about the general life. Amazing tips. Hard for us moms to do that much. Ooh, I like that. So many amazing tips, but super hard for all of us moms to do that much. You'll notice like something that's interesting here is, I mean, it's not terribly outlandish, but you can see that they are using a significant amount of, I pasted that in the wrong one. I'll go ahead and close that. They're using a lot of emojis, which is cool, right? Like that's how people talk. That's how people communicate. So that might be something we would note inside of our avatars that, hey, they use emojis. It's a big part of how they communicate. Let's keep going. So we can continue to mine this. But this is slightly adjacent. This is more about here we go. This is interesting. So protecting family time, tryout tips from mom's perspective, what's worth it, what's not worth it, things to clear. This might be something about how they actually balance or make decisions. So I might throw that under the values part here. Let's go ahead and just paste that. Some values they might have. Again, this document might get a little messy as you copy and paste things in. You have to go through and clean it out. Right now, you're just going to gather a bunch of information and then you're going to try and synthesize it afterwards. That's how the research process works. So let's skip this video. Let's type in mom workout or mom weight loss tips. Let's try that one. All right. You can search these things. You just kind of have to imagine what kind of content they might create. Mama 3, how she lost 100 pounds in 13 months. That's kind of what we would be trying to help these people do. Here we go. Fit Mother Project. I probably would just mine the heck out of this YouTube channel. I'll go check all of these things and just mine it. So let's take a look and see what has the most views. That has 1.5 million views. Let's look at both of these videos. So I'm gonna open 2 new tabs. We're gonna look at both videos. I think I might have just opened one. It's fine. Oh, Dr. Anthony, some dude telling us about it. That's great. Awesome. Let's take a look and see what the comments are. Oh, check it out. Thank you. I know loads of mothers that always say, I want to lose weight, but don't know where to start. That's a cool, if that's actually what they're saying, that'd be cool. We copy and paste that in there. These people are talking about fit. They're trying to yeah, that's interesting. I really appreciate this video. I'm gonna use your tips in my everyday routine, starting with eating healthy. Thanks so much for making the video. Mom's busy women on behalf of my wife. Thank you. She's constantly busy and unbooked. Using coffee as a meal replacement. Wow, look at those. Okay, that's look at all those fabulous ladies. Yeah, this is not great. Yeah. As a busy woman, just really appreciate this video. Everything said makes sense. And we use your tips in everyday routine. Yeah, it's just like in general things. Again, sometimes you'll find things that are great, sometimes you won't. Let's take a look at this lady's video. And this is cool. Like you would watch her, like this lady, I'm not going to do it right now, but you would actually listen to the things she says because she's the target market. She might be our ideal avatar. We get a lot of information from this woman, how she lives her life, what she talks about in this interview. Let's take a look at the comments though. Boom. Let's see. Unless you physically trip, weight loss donuts, there is no such thing as a slip. Get that in mind. I had to realize that I was never going to be motivated and I had to work on my self-discipline. So this is a quote from this lady about the shift that had to change. This is probably closer to roadblock and solution. So let's go ahead and put that in there. This can be, and research can be, a fairly tedious process. You are going to have to go through and you're going to have to go through and mine for information. And as you said, we've spent 2 or 3 minutes right now just looking at like one source on YouTube. Again, we can keep going, keep going, keep going. Here's an interesting thing. This is some guy explaining this, but this is a good status. I'm assuming it's some guy. She lost weight, such a healthy weight, and it shows not only in her physical appearance, but the confidence she exudes from her smile as someone in the middle of their own weight loss journey. I see her as inspiring. This is something we could use to describe the dream state, right? Because this is not just about like weight loss. This is talking about how status comes into help, or how it comes into play, right? This is someone else perceiving. They're describing this dream state. This is a person going through the same thing. They want to lose weight in a healthy way. They want to not just improve their physical experience, but exude this confidence from her smile, right? Like that's dream state. That's something they want. We can use that. We could continue to go through YouTube videos and continue to watch these interviews and continue to stuff. We're going to skip off of that and we're going to move into Amazon.com and see what we can find here. So again, I like to look at books. Books are going to have some of the best stuff. Like if you try and look for like weight loss pills, unless you're like actually your product is the more of a physical product, you can go do the same thing. But if it's like an information or a course or a coach or something, coaching or something like that, then you'd obviously want to go look more on the book side. So let's say weight loss for women. Say weight loss for moms. Let's try that. Again, we want to try and at least narrow it down to the avatar as best we can. So yeah, let's go ahead and filter this by books. Books. Research. Now, here we go. Got a lot of results. Now they're going to try and filter the algorithm is going to try and throw things in front of us that we think they want, so that they think someone will buy. So I'm going to go take a look to see if there's some filters here. Usually you can do it by reviews. So we're going to do it by most reviews. Yeah, here we go. Sort by most reviews, right? So this is a quick way to get the top one, right? Okay, air fryer cookbook. Okay, these are related things. Let's see if we can find one. Attitude of gratitude, blah, blah, blah. Quick and easy food. It's not supposed to be this way. Finding unexpected disappointment leaves you. Fasting. I'm trying to find something that's a little closer to women. So if we were going to go with a binge eating thing, which might be part of it, we'll see if we can find this. Let's go ahead and open up these reviews and see what we can do. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's go down to reviews. This is a book about ending binge eating and specifically around mindset. Right now, if we're going to, let's assume that like the key roadblock is probably going to be something around mindset. These reviews might be a good place to do it. So again, over here, you can filter by 5-star and 4-star reviews. Let's back out of this individual one. All right, back down here again. You can read this guy's copy too for the sales page. Mr. Glenn Livingston, PhD. Let's take a look. Did it again. Let's take a look. Select reviews. This is a tedious process. You're going to be going through slowly collecting information, but every so often you're going to hit a gold nugget and it's going to be the ammunition you really, really need. Oh, Cups of Capricorn. I wonder if this is a woman who's into astrology. Let's take a look. So if you think this book about self-shaming, you didn't read it carefully. Keto, low carb, intermittent fasting, long-term fasting, blah, blah, blah. I wanted them all to work and they wouldn't if it weren't for my addiction to sugar. That's something they might blame it, that they're addicted to food. I first totally dismissed this book when I first heard about it. Then I think I heard him on a podcast in a few months. A failure to keep me to my best laid plans piled up. A seed has been planted, though. Gave the podcast and his ideas another shot. I thought, no way. And then I thought, what do I have to lose? What is the alternative? Diabetes, dementia. I'm doing it. I don't tell anybody, but it's working. For the first time in a long time, I haven't had sweets in weeks. Can't believe it. I'm so pissed off at my pig now. Interesting. Wasted so many years. Listen, give this a shot. Give it a serious look. I finally figured out I can't do all those neat low carb plans unless I get this nasty boar under control. I think she's talking about like an inner pig. That's interesting. There's some stuff in here, right? Like we can look at how she went through a process where she made her decision. She thought about what she was afraid of, diabetes, dementia, all that stuff. We could think about that. This guy, oversharing. Let's take a look. Joni, let's see what Joni says. March 28, 2019. Reading negative reviews and getting sad because I take it into serious consideration. Looking at Amazon, thought that's an important point. Negative reviews into consideration. It's a part of the buying behavior. And the thought, these reviews, boom, 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 common thread in the negative reviews, they aren't from people who tried what Dr. Livingston suggested. They're from people who read or started to read the book. Keep this in mind. Presumably, these are binge eaters or why would they even try to read a book like this? They download a book, start to read it. Notice that it's different than all the other concepts they've learned about binge eating. Just missing because it matched with everything. However, a reason to work for them instead of trying the concepts. I'm reading the book myself. It's something that anyone can misunderstand. So this is like a champion of this idea, right? Let's take a look at what they said though about their life. This book has changed everything about my life. It is written well. No, it's not fabulous writing. It's a psychotherapist, not a writer. He's a podcast. Interesting. So she just rambles about the actual brand and product itself. So this is probably good if you're going to try and collect stuff about the product, what she likes. Okay, she's talking about how her life has changed. So it's been 3 months. My life has changed so much. I'm in a better place mentally. I still have not binged, and I do not think about binging very often. The pig, yeah, it's definitely like there's this inner pig concept here. Interesting. Take the step back, hear the voice. Remember, it's not me. It makes all the difference. I have controlled my eating. It feels great. I haven't had a binge yet, even when I have cake or cookies, and I've had many reasons to binge, stress. Okay. It's been almost 4 weeks. This book is the answer. This is the first time in 48 years of life that I can remember not being a slave to food. Being a slave to food is probably a good way to describe their current state. Again, they feel trapped. They feel like a slave. That's important information. So you guys get the idea of the process now, right? You can go through, you can read this stuff. This may or may not be a good example, but you can keep going. You go through and you find people to match it, that have overshare and talk about what they like. Let's look at the 1-star reviews. Let's see what people didn't like about this book. I got a few pages in right away. I'm all about loving yourself and respecting yourself. There are some values for the avatar. This book is the opposite. He kept talking about an appetite and calling it the inner piggy or something. It's so rude. I got to the point where he said, if you don't like how I'm talking, it's making you mad, put the book down. So I did, right in the trash. This is beautiful, right? This is the things that people hate about a different product. This is information that's going to help us present our stuff, especially if we wanted to go after people that are in a similar place. Let's make that not red. Things they did not like. Anyways, it's a cool thing. Amazon.com, a lot of good opportunities inside of Amazon.com. Let's see, let's go to Reddit. Look, there's a community. 26 members, might be a little small. Let's see what we can find inside of it. Be careful with Reddit. Hopefully I don't get you in anything terrible. Yeah, how I get my workouts done. Family yoga cards on Kickstarter. This is just a bunch of just random mom stuff, but we got some links to videos here. There's not a lot of discussion happening here in this Reddit. Let's try fitness for moms. Let's see what we can find. Auto newspaper, Fit Mama, support group for fitness for moms. That might be a good search term for Google in a second. Is there support group for fitness? This is Our Fit Mama. Oh, that's got a lot more people in it. Let's take a look at that one. It's a Facebook group. Okay, cool. That's another place to go look. Facebook groups. Again, that's a part of social media. If you go find Facebook groups that have stuff, be interested. I wonder if this one's open, we'll take a look at it. I don't even know if it'll let me open. I'm in an incognito tab. Let's see here. Fitness discussion for moms. Perfect. Got this playlist. Let's see if we can filter by conversation. Now, wait a second. That's a good one. Boom. Here we go. This is some lady oversharing about trying to lose weight postpartum. So after having baby number 2, it's taken me a while to get motivated, find a rhythm, but I'm on a roll now. I haven't been able to lose my baby weight. I'm about 10 to 50 pounds over my pre-pregnancy weight. So working on trying to lose this. So trying to should I conceive or this? Let's take a look at, this is probably a good example of current state. So this might be their current situation. Paste that in there. Again, you're just going to go through and slowly start pasting in this information. You're going to start, as you go through, you're going to notice common threads. You're going to start trying to find things that are common among some of these people. Notice there's specific guidance that you're going to find, or specific repeating things. You're going to see that everyone is saying the same phrase about their pain, or everyone's saying the same thing about their desires. But let's take a look. These are people talking about pregnancy, losing weight during pregnancy, anemia. Okay, this is more about this. Do math on calories burned out, calories a pound of human fat, blah, blah. Doctors and dietitians don't want to give you the hard, cold truth because they assume you get butthurt and refuse to listen to them at all. Losing weight is about what you eat, not working out. Workouts can help the tone, change your diet. Working out won't do much unless you're working out. So these people are trying to tell them, hey, it's not about the workout, it's about the diet. But yes, the people are reframing this about this stuff. Let's take a look and see. I'm interested. Now I'm in here like trying to figure out stuff. Let's keep going. Yoga. Let's see if I can filter this by top. Let's get the top ones from this Reddit. Today, let's go all time. So we get the top one. So this lady, she made a big transformation, a lot of comments. I bet we're gonna find some interesting things inside of here, right? This is essentially the before and after we're trying to probably generate for our customers. I really like that you look so happy in both. That's a value, right? Again, now look, we found a common thread. People are talking about this whole confidence and value thing of like happiness in both. So it's like they want to lose weight, but they don't want to feel like a terrible person in the middle, like while they're doing that. So I think we're stumbling upon like maybe one of our first key values here. So look at this. I love how the sad before picture is dying out. This is something they might like or not like about it. Weight loss should be a happy journey from start to finish. We only live once. Okay, bingo. This is key. We're gonna put this inside of values as well. This is like this is key, right? We've now identified a key important value. If we start talking about this, when it comes to our solution, if we make sure that the solution is happy, then they're going to be a lot more ready. Like, oh, this is great. I want to be happy the whole time, right? You want tips that you'd be willing to share. Okay, this is the lady, mostly consistency. If you've had a bad week, blah, 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 start over the next week. Take it day by day instead of all at once. Good things come with time and ambition. Don't get discouraged by what you can't do. Just do variation. I use a Fitbit to help track my physical activity so I can eat less than I burn every day. Again, that's part of the solution. It's just math willpower that gets the job done. Okay, this might actually be, I'm going to slap this whole thing in the solution section here of our deal. Like this is easy, right? Like this is the funny thing about it, right? When it comes to writing and collecting information, people share so much online. Like there is so much here that is just going to power this. Like this is all you need to know. You need to understand like the information that you're going to use to completely reshape someone's mind, motivate them to take change, and help them convince to purchase a product, maybe hundreds of, tens of thousands of dollars worth of product is right here online. It's just buried in a Reddit comment. Like this is the kind of stuff you need, right? All these people, absolute truth, discipline, great work. You look happy. Again, this is a very common thing. You look happy both time. Holding my whole world. Obviously, they care about their kids. Let's see what else we got here. My brother just died to complications from extreme obesity. So like this, like trying to get this is funny. Like happy. And the cool thing about this is this is also status, right? You can see how these people are all congratulating and perceiving this woman for making the change. And that's how you can frame what they're going to be experiencing after this, right? This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. This is the kind of stuff you want. Anyways, you can go through, mine the rest of the stuff. Like I said, Reddit's a cool place. So gone through Reddit. Yeah, you could join Facebook groups too. That's another cool way to go through this. We've gone through Amazon. Let's see what else we want to do. Should we do Quora? Let's do Quora. Yeah, so Quora is cool. Let's take a look. I don't want to ask a question, actually. That would be unfortunate. How do you lose weight as a soccer mom, right? Let's take a search. Gosh, this is frustrating. Nope, I do not want to sign up for crazy stuff. This is an ancient Quora account. Let's take a look. How to lose. Spell lose wrong. Lose weight. Probably spell weight wrong too. I write for a living, but I don't spell very well. I just use autocorrect. Mom. Let's say busy mom. Busy mom. See what we can find. Core is cool. You're going to get someone, mostly you're going to find value in the person who's asking the question. Sometimes people answer who were in a similar situation. I should probably actually type this correctly. Oh, it's crazy they don't have an autocorrect. Gotta love Quora for not having an autocorrect. Wait. How can busy moms lose weight? Let's take a look. All right, let's have this load up. Now, Quora, again, it's a place people come ask questions and people do answers. A lot of people come in here to build their brands and stuff. Let's take a look. How can busy moms lose weight? It's a question. Here's a bunch of related ones or answers. Yeah, here's the related answers. So here's some woman talking about some solution. Here we go. Here's someone sharing their story. Mrs. Shipara Roy. After my baby was born, I was 30 kilograms more than my normal weight. That's a lot, which used to be 54 kilograms. My foot size got bigger by half inches due to my body weight. That woman's ballooned up. Anyways, let me answer your question right. I lost all my extra weight in about 8 months and got my pre-pregnancy weight. Of course, the journey was not easy, but interesting and challenging. Let's take a look at the full thing here. Workouts. I take a half hour, 5 days a week for running and cardio workouts. I do yoga and mat exercise at home, but generally early morning, and I try to do them 4 times a week. I'm very regular in my exercise and workouts, and if I'm traveling, I make sure I carry my running shoes with me. Definitely was translated. Now coming to food, I eat everything, but my portions are small. I try not to eat sweets. I don't eat my toddler leftovers. Oh, cook at home, and yes, once a week I do eat outside, but limited portions. I love boom, disciplined person. How do I lose without my mom knowing? The best place to lose weight. And these, you're going to find more stuff here about the actual product and solution. But yeah, Core is a good place to take a look. You're going to want to take a look and see what you can find inside of here. Oh, look, all these pictures of kiwis and food and stuff. It's great. Anyways, here we go. This is great. This is the kind of question you want. What are the 3 hardest parts? Yeah, so all the stuff about busy parents, here's the hardest part. The actual physical parts and why they're difficult. These might be part of the roadblocks. Again, Core is cool. A lot of cool things inside of Core you can do. You guys have gotten sort of a sneak peek into the process, right? I've gone through, you've watched me wait for screens to load. I've shown you some of the valuable places to get started. Obviously, you would keep going. You would keep collecting the stuff, keep mining those Amazon.com comments, keep mining social media. You watch those interviews. You have information from your client's website. You go over those as well. But this is just the process. You just copy and paste in here. And as that information builds up, you're going to find common threads. You're going to at the very end, you'll pause, you go back through, you review your stuff. I like to highlight the stuff that I feel like has the highest emotional impact. And then that's the ammunition. That's the stuff you plug and play inside of your emails, inside of your landing pages, and you're trying to capture their attention and tease them with something valuable. It's just right there. You just take that stuff that you captured during your research and plug and play. Now, this is going to give you a huge advantage over anybody else. As you can see, if you just sat down and tried to write for this market, sure, maybe you get a few things right. But if you go and actually do the research and kind of get a real feel for what's out there, you do the observe part of the OODA loop when it comes to research, you're able to come up with a better hypothesis for your first piece of copy, your first writing, right? You're not going to reach a point where you're stuck and like, I don't know what to write next, because you have a vast library of research that you can pull from and use to immediately slap down some copy that's going to catch attention. It's going to motivate and persuade someone to change their lives. Research is the first step. This is how you do it.